This is the California Academy of Sciences building, and it has these sort of very unique drumlin type structures as part of the green roof design, allowing for natural light in these little biospheres, these little miniature biospheres. Extraordinary sort of indication of the intent of the building. So the green roof was really a visual indication of what this building was all about. A lot of the species of plants on this rooftop were actually meant to foster the activity of certain rare species of butterflies, one in particular that was sort of on the endangered list in that area. So they actually used plants to try to attract that butterfly, and from what I know, they were successful. A little closer to home, the Canadian War Museum. We were involved at that time in just sort of supplying growing medium and vegetation. But the green roof was once again a very important visual indicator of the design intent. So this is an aerial view. It's just a simple grass roof, but it was really an important part of the design intent. This is it is the biggest green roof in Canada and one of the biggest green roofs in North America, and it's the Vancouver Convention Centre. And this also was an experiment in design. They looked at coastal species of plants. They tried to manufacture a growing medium that would complement those species. This is actually, I believe, very close to 6 acres of rooftop. It's really quite remarkable in that it didn't sort of follow the normal thinking that sort of the European green roof model is. It followed kind of this idea of using native species, of fostering native species. And there are some who will tell you that that's rife with complication, and I would admit there is some complication, but we'll get into that a little later. Now, right in this area here are beehives. These beehives were critical to the design process because they wanted to encourage cross-pollination of species on the rooftop. And by having these beehives there, they could be assured of that. They also use the honey from these beehives in the local restaurant right down at ground level. So another sort of new design concept that was introduced, was implemented and has some good practical purpose. This is the GAP headquarters in San Bruno, California again. The idea was that this undulating design of the roof structure would be able to mitigate some of the noise coming from the major interstate that runs beside this building. What they didn't realize, they expected some mitigation. What they didn't realize is by planting a grass meadow on this rooftop, they were able to make this building incredibly quiet. And they noticed a difference as soon as the vegetation grew. So it was a discovery that was not part of the original design intent, but now it is something that will be considered in future projects. In the US, this is the Target Center, big sports arena in Minneapolis. The architects, wanted to make a statement with this sort of big leaf design. There was a lot of sort of political action behind this roof. So they want to sort of indicate the green intent or the environmental responsibility of the city of Minneapolis. And this is what we got. Now, it's also one of the biggest green roofs in North America now.